Alright, so real quick, right? If you really want to grow, right? So let's say you want to grow and improve your life. You want to build yourself spiritually. You want to build yourself emotionally. Or even if you want a better mindset to kind of get through the day, you need to start with your body. All right? The body is the foundation. All right? And once you've mastered your body, all right, by exercising or having a routine in which you utilize on a daily basis, your mind becomes sharper. All right, you're better able to manage your emotions, and then at that point, you can start building some spiritual strength and some spiritual power. Right. So think about it: your workout, your routine, you're doing it daily. All right, it's building discipline. Okay, it's building a consistent routine. So whether you are in a good point in your life and things are going great or going well, or when things kind of dwindle down a little bit or is a little bit more difficult during this time period, staying consistent and working on your body, knowing that your body's getting stronger every day is going to be an anchor in any kind of situation through life, right? You're going to start to feel better. So when you're exercising consistently, you're having the proper nutrition, all right, you're keeping all of those things balanced, you're really going to start to feel better, all right? You're going to look better, and other people are going to notice that too. Um, Another point, you're going to start to become more resilient throughout your day mentally. All right. Getting up every day, exercising, you don't immediately get the results, but over time, you start to see the results. So it helps you build strength where you can actually understand the results of delayed gratification. One thing that we struggle with a lot in today's world, we want everything now. All right, we expect everything to just happen instantly. But as you exercise consistently, you have a consistent routine, you're eating well, you're tracking your nutrition, you start to see those results, not instantly, but you start to build that delayed gratification within your mind so you're not as prone to always want something now so you can stick with more things for a longer period of time. All right, it's also going to help with stress. I notice that when I don't work out consistently, or which I usually do, but if I kind of fall off a little bit or I'm working too much, it kind of throws everything else out of whack. All right. When I'm exercising consistently, I stress a lot less. I'm able to handle more at work. I'm able to manage more at work. I'm the cool, calm, collective guy in the room in my work environment. Okay, and my work environment can be pretty stressful. Some people struggle with it from time to time, but keeping a consistent routine makes that a lot easier for me. Okay, so short. Okay, if you can push through your last rep, if you can push going to the gym when you don't feel like it, if you can push through your routine when you're tired, you can push through a rough day at work. All right, push through difficulties at work, or even if life challenges come up. Okay, you have the skill set and you have the consistency to push through workouts. You can push through those things too. Also, right, when your body is strong, all right, you building that consistent routine. Your mind is strong. You're building that consistent routine as you strengthening your mind while you work out. It may be wise to also listen to something that's motivational or listen to something that can program your mind in a positive way as well. Some people listen to music, that's cool, but if you really trying to up your uh, results, I reading an audiobook, listening to a podcast, learning something new, listening to some powerful mindsets or affirmation is going to make it that much better. So strong body, strong mind, you're going to be able to control and manage your emotions a lot more. All right? You're not going to be triggered. You're not going to think, okay, let me go ahead and react. You're going to sit there for a minute. You're going to think about what's going on. You're going to be controlled. You're going to be calm in anything that you are responding to. So you won't react as much. You're going to sit back, think about the situation and use a calculated move to actually respond appropriately to anything. All right. So emotional resilience, once you can manage your emotions, all right, once your atmosphere, your environment, what you do on a day-to-day basis is less chaotic, you can move to the last stage of growing spiritually, working on your spirit, working on any kind of meditation, becoming more grounded in what you're seeking along your spiritual path, and begin to evolve. All right, because your mission should be to evolve. You should be trying to grow as a spirit, figuring out what your soul wants, what your purpose is, and really dive deep into your inner core of what you want. But if you feel weak, okay, if you have poor thoughts, okay, if you're reacting to different things, if you're not responding, if you don't have any emotional control, you won't be able to reach that level in which you can really focus on how and what you need to do in order to grow spiritually, right? So I'll give you an example. So when things happen, just instead of being angry, all right, instead of being sad, instead of being depressed, when a situation comes up, when you lose a loved one, because those things happen, when you lose a job, when work isn't going so well and you don't want to be at that place anymore, you could take a step back. You can ask yourself, okay, what is this situation trying to teach me? Instead of being angry, sad, or upset, okay? How can I grow from this experience? How can I learn from this experience? How can I put myself in a position where this situation never happens again? And you really have the mindset and you have the emotional control to push forward and move towards something like that. All right? Your spirit can fully thrive when your body is healthy and when your mind is healthy. All right, so again, right? So begin with the physical body. That's the easiest point to start. That's the foundation. That's where you're going to have most control over yourself. You build your physical body. That's going to put you in a situation to where you begin to improve yourself mentally. Your mind becomes stronger. All right. If your mind and your body are strong, you have emotional resilience. You're able to respond to situations instead of react. And then when you are in that situation, your mind is right, your body is right, you have more mental control, you have more emotional resilience. All right. You're able to handle more situations. You can really start to work on your spirit, your purpose, and what you really came here to do. All right. Because we all have a purpose. We all have something that we're destined to do. And when you are out of whack, if you're unhealthy, then it's going to make it difficult to kind of get through those situations and do those things. Right. So, start today, right? There's no reason not to start today. Um, Figure out what routine you want to do. All right. If you need assistance with like a beginner routine to kind of start, comment below today. All right. Comment the word today, and I can shoot you over a quick, easy, simple routine that's not going to burn you out. That's going to help you build consistency. That's going to help you build momentum. That's going to help you build small wins day by day. The little small wins are going to turn into a major starting point to where you can build your mind, and then you can start to go from there. All right, and then from there, your life is just going to keep getting better and better and better with consistency over time. All right. So again, comment today if you want to start. Like the video, subscribe if you found this information useful. But other than that, I'll catch you on the next one.